Hi everybody. Well, we're going to finish off our Q&A which we started on Sunday. We had to do that on Sunday, cut it down because it would have been blinking an hour and 20 minutes long. So
why was that?
Eh?
Why was that?
Because I keep rabbiting on apparently.
Correct.
Anyway, so we're going to start off from where we left off on Sunday, and this is just some other questions that you wanted to ask us, and we'll be as honest as we can, and we'll see you at the end of it.
Hi guys, this might be a difficult one. How do you cope with trolls, especially if they're going for other family members, assuming that happens, and it does happen? Do you have any advice for any YouTubers?
Do you want me to answer that one or what?
Well, I just say laugh it off.
Well, no, you don't laugh it off though, Sharon.
No, a lot of them I do, but
you get the right ump with it.
Sometimes I do, but I've learned Martin shields me from a lot of them.
I do shield it from a lot of it, that's right.
What does get me, pick on my kids. Don't pick on my kids.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, Sharon, the people who are picking on them, they can't be very happy.
No.
Because
they're jealous of you.
Well, it's not so much jealousy, I don't think.
They can be jealous.
I think it's more resentment because of their life. They're resenting because you seem to be having fun or enjoying your life or whatever, and there may be nothing good in their lives. Well, at the end of the day, as I said to you, you've got to build your own future and make your
phone. I've got to get that.
What's that?
Because it's your phone. This phone never rings.
If it's a troll shout, tell them I'm not available. So, yeah, you've got to make your own future at the end of the day. Oh, you're going to talk on the phone now with a blinking mic, aren't you? Let's get a remote mic on her. Right, we're back again, folks. OK, where was we?
We was talking about the trolls.
Yeah, the trolls is something which we've had to deal with on a big style, where people feel they know you because most of the comments when the trolls make comments saying, well, you're in the public eye, you put yourself in the public eye, you've got to expect it, we've all got an opinion. You've all got an opinion, everyone's got an opinion, but 9 times out of 10 when we're sitting down watching someone, if we get an opinion on something which we're watching, which we obviously do, it's between me and her. I don't feel the need to tell the world about it. But the trolls or people, keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call them, feel the need to tell you they have a right to judge you, which is totally wrong at the end of the day. And that is the curse of the blinking social media, and that's something we have to put up with. It even happens, as I say, in public now, with celebrities, TV celebrities and all that. They get hammered on places like Twitter and stuff like that. So, well, Sharon doesn't see most of that. If one does slip past,
I sometimes get on my Kasuri site, don't I?
Yeah, and then she has to block them.
They just get blocked.
Get rid of them or whatever. But when they make character assassinations on you, on things that they've assumed, then sometimes I have replied. I do it more so than not now, is I just delete and block the user from the channel. They still see their comment, but no one else sees it. So that's what I normally do. That's how we deal with them now. And that's the best piece of advice I can give to anyone. Block, delete, and hide the user from the channel. Because they're just spreading negativity at the end of the day. They can't be very happy in their lives because all we promote is positivity. So, yeah, that's how we deal with it now. We just get on with it.
Hi, Martin and Sharon. Have you considered a subscribers meetup in the future, or like a barbecue with music with limited places for subscribers? Maybe everyone gets a ticket and you pick 10 tickets from a hat and they get to come along to a barbecue thing. I know you see people at the Ragged Apron, but maybe a different event.
Well, over the last 2 years, the Ragged Apron have held a charity event for a local camp, the Thorpe Camp, innit, which they've done for the last 2 years. And they've obviously asked us if we wanted to, because so many subscribers have been to the Ragged Apron, that they also said that we could use that as a subscriber meetup once a year. And they've had 2 successful ones, haven't they?
Very successful.
Yeah, where so we've actually done that at the Ragged Apron. I don't think it's happening this year, but it's something we have done 2 years in a row, basically. And if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you possibly would have known that. But as far as doing something regular, we meet so many subscribers wherever we go, but I don't think it's happening this year anyway. I'm not too sure yet.
Nicola's not sure at the moment because, you know, they do Friday nights now as well, and she's got her own shop again. So they do work hard, and that's another full day for them, you know, dedicating, because they always do a hog roast, which is amazing. It's a lot of work for them. Yeah. And they don't earn nothing out of that as well.
Yeah.
Do your sponsors take on board any negative feedback given within your videos?
Sharon doesn't deal with any of these sponsors, so she wouldn't know. There has been times where we've had products. I'll give you an example. We were sent one of those, remember the shower head?
Yeah.
The shower head, it gives, if you've got no water tank pressure. You can put it on, it pushes out and makes it seem like you've got more water coming out. Although it's the same amount of water, it's just smaller holes basically. And they paid us a lump sum of money to do that review. And the reason why we okayed it and we went along with it, because we'd used it before we actually done the video, and we were so pleased with it because our house had terrible pressure.
It's got terrible pressure in it.
And then they come back and said we brought a new one out, and they said we'll send you that as well, and we'll send you that we could do for the same money. They said this is an uprated version. It come to us as an unmarked box shipped straight from China. This was a UK company. When we opened it, it had this little propeller inside it, so when you turn the water on, this little propeller, although it done nothing, it looks like it was spinning like a turbo, and that weren't even working. And I said to him, with all due respect, I said, you've sent me this as an upgraded product. I said, it's absolutely rubbish what you sent me. It's got no branding on the box. There's no information about where it's come from. It's just got made in China written on it, and that was literally it. I said, not only that, the little propeller inside, I said, don't even spin around. I said, I can't do a promotional video on that, I'm sorry. Even though we had a successful one before that with the earlier model. And they said, oh, we're sorry about that. Yeah, it comes straight from China. We had it sent straight from China. What about if we offer you more money? And I said, no, it's not about the money. I said, it's about the product isn't what you say it is. So cut a long story short, that's the sort of thing that the feedback we give to a company. And in the end, I didn't do the video. So I just said, no, I'm not doing it. Even though they offered, I think it was twice the amount of money to actually do the review. We won't put out a video if there's a flawed product, because every time you do a review video, you have to send the proof of that video to the company for them to view it first. We'd only review products which we use, which we think are any good, because we get literally hundreds of products a month sent to us. Things from earbuds, laser engravers. We have done one laser engraver, but we still get loads of them bombarded. I can't even remember half the stuff. Clothing, water bottles, like thermostatic water bottles. I can't remember, loads of stuff, absolutely loads of stuff, which I just literally delete. I don't even look at them sort of thing. Cameras, digital throwaway cameras, security cameras, you know, and
I hope you ain't chucked no holidays away.
Eh?
Oh, you ain't chucked no holidays
No
away.
holiday company's been in contact with us yet, no, but everything we've been on, we've paid for, basically. But they do listen. If it's a company we work with regular, like Kasori, for example, yes, they do listen. But yeah, in general, we pass up so much for reviews and stuff like that, because we don't want to be a review channel. We try to incorporate the reviews into our videos as well, rather than just have dedicated
like my old
reviews.
Tenic Hoover, I use that.
Yeah.
I use that regular.
And it's been a very good tool, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, next one. I really enjoyed the Hampton Court tour. Can you do more historical places, as she is housebound, and it was so lovely to watch? And that's Karen Faulkner, 7996.
Yep. Well, we do plan to do loads
Nothing
more,
gives me more pleasure than to go around Hampton Court. You just don't realise.
We love them sort of places.
I actually, Tower of London, but then you can't do filming inside there. See,
That's the problem.
This is the thing. There are loads of places,
Yeah.
but you've got to make sure
we
that
have
you
to check
can
that.
do filming.
We have to check that before we go to these places. Lucky enough, you can do all that online if they allow cameras or whatever in there. Otherwise, it's out for us. So yeah, we do as much as we can, and we've travelled around most of Lincolnshire now, haven't we?
Yeah.
To the
well,
grand
sort of
houses.
local Lincolnshire to us.
And when we go further afield, then that could be a night away.
See, it's like the Black Country Museum. We want to go there, but I've just said to Mark, that'll be 2 nights. So, you know, we've got to sit down and work, because we're also going off to Scotland in July to see Tracy. And I've got to think of the dogs.
There's that as well.
Because, you know, we've got Jimmy and Charlotte. They always look after our dogs for us. We're very lucky to have them.
Yeah.
But Charlotte is having another baby, and I don't want to put more on her.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we are very busy, but yeah, we have to work to a sort of loose schedule.
But I wouldn't be without my boys. No,
well, that's right. We have to. They got to come first, don't they?
Oh,
they're away.
Bloody wonderful.
Anyway, yeah, we do plan to do more anyway.
Question from the States: if you could delete one video and wipe it from everyone's memory, what would it be and why?
Well, I've only ever deleted one video, and when you say if you could delete, we could delete. It's like
a horrible one.
You could delete any video.
Yeah.
I did a video on my Retro Restore channel, only as a parody or a laugh and a joke. It's when, you know, Wheeler Dealers, when Ed China left, and they was all having a go at Mike Brewer, saying that he was not nice to him and all that stuff like that. And I done a parody video of Mike Brewer basically saying, "Get out, take your toolbox and go, get out of there." and it got about 250,000 views. Lots of laughs about it, and I thought to myself afterwards, it's not probably what it seems. There's obviously, because Ed China come on YouTube saying that, you know, things weren't going the way it wanted to go, and, you know, we've had to split company. And I thought to myself, I should have probably looked at it from probably Mike's point of view as well, because they all made Mike Brewer out as the bad person just because the media posted it in a certain way. And no disrespect to Ed China, but he didn't actually quell their stories and all that. He basically just said, this is my story, and that was it. And everyone read between the lines, believe what the media said, or the social media, and they was attacking Mike Brewer. So I thought, no, I'm going to take that video down. It's not really fair on Mike Brewer, to be honest with you, because I don't know what's gone on. And although it was a parody video, all these people were slagging off Mike Brewer in the comment section below, but liking the video. So I just took that one down. So yes, I've already done that, and that was the only video I've ever decided to do that for.
Next one is Trish R61. Hi Martin and Sharon. I've just been out and got a stereo system with a record player. I'm after your advice as what rare records I should keep an eye out for. I'm 61 and love 60s, 70s and 80s stuff. Many thanks. Oh, by the way, I've been binge watching the video, so I got sidetracked then my dog, but his ball's stuck, so he's crying like a baby because his ball's stuck.
His ball's stuck.
Not his balls, because he's got none.
His ball.
Got none. His
singular ball.
Yeah.
Just buy the stuff that you wanted, or what you had when you was young, or what you couldn't afford when you was young. And buy it in good condition, that's all I would say. Don't buy stuff which is all ropey edge. You can get the good stuff out there. Keep looking at car boot
Maybe
sales.
talk to Marie.
Yeah, look at markets, look at charity shops and stuff like that. But 9 times out of 10, in charity shops now, people have gone through them all because they know that these are collectibles now. But no, buy the stuff that you wanted when you was young, or that you remember. It's not about buying the most expensive. If you come across something like that, then well and good, but just buy the stuff that you wanted.
What you want to listen to as well, isn't it? What you like.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So, hi, is there anything on your bucket list you would both love to do?
We're doing it now.
I'd like to go to Hawaii.
Well, I was going to say Hawaii. I've always loved Hawaii. When I watched Blue Hawaii.
That's because that's why I want to go there, because of Elvis going along and they're getting married
and
on the...
1960s that was. I think 1962 or 63 was it? Can't remember.
You'd get there and you'd have the shock of your life, most probably.
I used to know all the songs to that film.
Because you think... It's like how it was when he returns home to his mum. She's calling him Ping Pong. I love that film.
Well, we called Jimmy Ping Pong for a bit, didn't we?
And it just looks so beautiful there.
Hawaii, yeah. But when you actually go on Google Images, and you zoom out from Hawaii up, it's a tiny little dot, a tiny little pinhead in the Pacific, massive Pacific, right on the other side of the earth.
Roads and all that, they're all tiny. I'd like also, which I am doing.
And it's a volcano.
I'm very lucky to be doing, is going to Disneyland. I never ever thought I would go there. I may be 60 when I go, but I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I never thought, yes. And also, another place I'd like to go is New York at Christmas. But that's it. Nothing else I can think of.
Well, the stuff we think up,
I've done most of the
whatever
things.
we do, we'll film a video for anyway.
Yeah, like my horse riding, I was lucky enough to do that again recently, and I loved it. Just loved it.
Next one.
What is your biggest regret in life, or what is your biggest mistake?
For me, I would say when I left work, full-time employment, abusing my body. I ate all the crap food. I drunk from 11 in the morning to 11 in the evening. I binge smoked fags, boxes of them. And then it made me, within a 10-year period, grossly overweight, ill, type 2 diabetes, all the things that go with it. And then I had to get hold of it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have been here now. So taking control of your life, because I had the lifestyle I wanted, I avoided the most important thing, which was my health, which now I'm probably fitter now than I was 20 years ago.
My biggest regret is something we're doing right now, and that is having us on video and my family on video, because I regret not doing more with my camera that Martin brought me, camcorder, and getting me mum and dad on and all that, and doing more family things and putting more of them on film. Yeah, well, I regret that.
We never knew about it back then.
No, but like when I had my camcorder, I should have done more.
Well, back in the 80s, we had blinking we hired a camera out, and it used to be about £100 a blinking week.
I remember that one you got me for my birthday that time. If only I took more of me, like his mum and dad, my mum and dad, and me nan's. But
we're lucky enough to have some stuff like that.
1984, when we got married, I've got them all there. But I'd wish I'd done more. That's about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. No. Right. What has been your favourite holiday location, and have you ever considered moving abroad? And Sharon, you should have a pony in the garden.
Oh, God. I wouldn't like to see you have a pony in the garden.
Thanks, Sharon. Oh, thank you, Sharon.
I wouldn't like to see you have a pony in the garden, folks.
One with
I'd have to
4
film
legs
that.
in the town. Big teeth.
I know.
Big teeth. I love
Well.
horses. My favourite holiday, which I just said today, with actually watching the video today, was Rhodes. I loved it there, going with Martin to that. That was for his 60th birthday, funny enough.
Yeah.
And I loved that Hotel Sunshine. I just loved
Yeah,
everything
it's very
about
dated.
it.
Very dated.
Yeah, but
place.
I loved it.
But it's not about picking faults in the
No.
room or the whatever, because there are people who just pick faults out. And I think who started all that off was that bloody 4 in a bed programme, where people lift up mattresses, hoteliers or bed and breakfast people, just to try and score points on the other people. And now you find normal people doing videos, doing all that as well. No, we're there to enjoy the holiday.
It was just lovely
If there's
there.
something which is dated and it needs updating, don't forget these countries like Greece need tourism. And through the last 5 or 6 years, through all that lockdown stuff, they've not had no tourism, so that maintenance has dropped, sort of thing. So we take all that into consideration, and you make your own fun. Providing
What's
it's
been
not.
your best one then?
Eh?
What's been your best holiday?
I love them all, Shell. I haven't got a best one.
Oh no, I just love Rhodes. I'd go back, but then you don't want to see the same
Anywhere where the
hotel
sun's
again.
been shining, there's a nice blue swimming pool there, and there's all the right food there, and a bit of exercise there. We're not just laying on the beach, people, are we?
No, we're not.
We
though.
move about.
I just loved Rhodes.
Yeah.
Really did like Rhodes.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other hotels in Rhodes, so I could be back. Right then. Hi, Martin and Sharon. I've emailed you with a few questions on help to point me in the right direction for best editing apps to use for videos, etc. Not sure if you received it, and best apps for the thumbnails. Thank you. All the best, Nick.
Video editing apps.
Yeah.
Well, there's one called CapCut apparently, which a lot of people are using nowadays.
What do you use?
'Cause they can do it. I use Vegas Pro 20. That's the editing software. A lot of people use this iMovie and all that sort of stuff. It's just an avenue I went down years ago. I use Sony editing software, and Vegas 20 is the one I use.
And I suppose it also depends if you're doing it on the phone. Martin does it on the computer.
And for making thumbnails, I used to use Photoshop and make them all up manually, which was hard work. Now we use I use something called Canva. There is a free version you can try out if you want, and there's also the paid version, which I think is about £60 or £90 a year. And I use that, and that's ideal for creating thumbnails.
Right, Mike 5 wants to know who is the best cook out of you both.
Well, it's you, isn't it?
Well, I like his cooking.
I can cook,
He can cook. He does the best scrambled egg.
but my role in our
Oh.
videos is as a narrator. Because Sharon doesn't feel comfortable putting a procedure together. I have to do all that beforehand, don't I?
Yeah, but they're just talking about who's the best cook
Yeah,
in
well, I'm
general.
telling you, that's why you're the better cook. But people say, stop talking, let her do the cooking.
But
Well,
the thing is as well with cooking, it always tastes better when somebody else makes it for you. So he's always going to be the best cook, and I'll be the best cook. Because when he makes the dinner, I enjoy it because I've not had to make it.
But it is her anyway.
That's him. Angel Reaper 911. What is the best camera for vlogs?
Well, that depends on when they're watching this. At this time, you've got your GoPro 13 out at the moment. You've got your DJI Action 5, which is what I'm using at the moment. And I've just upgraded to that because I've always had GoPros. One of the biggest problems with GoPros, which they've never addressed, which is why I've switched over to this camera now, is because GoPros are rubbish in low light. Okay if you're sitting still, but as soon as you move the GoPro about in low light, it distorts, it blurs, it's terrible.
And also your phone.
And they've never addressed that. They've never addressed it. Whereas the DJI Action 5 has got low light capability and a bigger lens, a bigger sensor on it, and it is fantastic in low light. So I jumped over after years and years of GoPro to now the DJI Action 5. But all our previous holiday videos, up until I got this camera, which is only within the last 6 months, have all been done on my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which is what I've got now, and I still film on that now. And before that, it was the one I'll give Sharon, the S23 Ultra.
Yeah.
I've vlogged all our holidays with that as well. Absolutely brilliant. I've got a remote mic that goes into it. In fact, wait, let me go and get it, Sharon. Wait there.
I bet we've been out here an hour. He just doesn't stop, does he? Short and sweet, that's me, short and sweet.
You're
like
talking
my
about
height.
me, baby?
No,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So, it's just a basic phone, although it's one of the good phones now. S24 Ultra. I've got this little thing which is a Holy Land Lark. And your 2 remote mics, as soon as you put them on, you turn them on, clip one on you under your jumper or whatever. Sharon has one on, that's why I've got 2 of them. And the audio automatically wirelessly picks up there, and I film it all on there. Simple as that. I've got another set of these, a little round set, small round set. So I've got 2 sets of them, but that's what I use for all our videos, or if we're out and about somewhere and I haven't got the main camera with me. But that's what we use.
What's the best and worst vehicle you've had? I can tell you the worst vehicle. We had a Ford Granada. No, it wasn't a Granada.
No.
Ford Estate. I hated it.
No, that was an Escort Estate.
No, I like my Escort. It was the big silver thing that kept going wrong.
Oh, the Mondeo.
That's it. Couldn't stand it.
Yeah, but the thing with that, Shao.
No, couldn't stand it.
Yeah, the thing with that's when my Retro Restore channel was the main channel. And I bought a car that needed a lot of work doing to it.
Telling me it needed a lot of work. It spent more time under the car.
But it gave me fantastic content for building me car channel up.
My favourite car, there's a couple, see. I love Lulu. You know I love Lulu. I love me MX-5 because I always wanted a convertible. I love me Astra. See, I can just go on.
That's a convertible as well.
Yeah. And I also loved, which was never my car, which was Martin's, a black Granada he had. Loved that car.
Oh, that was the 2.8 gear X-Pack.
And then there's the black BMW.
And the black BMW you liked as well.
Beautiful.
That was the 5 Series BMW, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to let that one go.
2.5 litre 5 Series BMW, yeah.
What's your worst?
Best and worst?
Yeah.
Best and worst. My best car, my favourite car, was my Triumph Dolomite Sprint.
It was.
But now, even I've had the V12 Jag, too juicy. My other one was that BMW, that black 5 Series BMW.
Oh, it's beautiful, that car.
And also the ST220.
Yeah,
They're my 3
car.
favourite cars. The worst car I think I had, and I've had many cars, many cars, was one that I bought when I was bleating drunk, and that was a Vauxhall Cavalier, which a bloke along the balcony from my mum owned, and because he knew I bought and sell cars, he sold it to me. I bought it drunk for about 120 quid, I think. I wrote the old Cavalier, and when I got in it and drove it, the clutch had blinking gone on it. And anyway, cut a long story short, I sold it for what I bought it for. But that's probably the worst car I've had. But no, I've had loads of cars. Best memories in them 3 cars.
Right, Belted 007. When can you visit Australia, Tracy? When you buy the tickets, Tracy.
That's Tracy, when you buy the tickets. Australia, we'd love to get there ASAP, but bearing in mind, as I said, if you go over there, you can't just go over there for a week, can you?
No.
You know, you'd have to go over there for probably 3 weeks, I would
3 weeks
imagine.
to a month, I would have said.
3
Like
weeks.
Colin and Marie have come over
3
here
weeks
for
to a
5
month.
weeks.
And trouble is with that, we've got to allow provision for the dogs. And not only that, at the moment we've got responsibilities like with my brother, with Jimmy, Charlotte, babysitting and stuff like that.
And I help the auntie out as well every now and then. If she needs me, she knows she can ring.
Video schedules and stuff like that. Commitments with like Kasori, for example, for creating videos. We need to be where there's a Kasori video.
I mean, to be honest with you, Tracy, I've got family out there. I'd love to go out there, but it's finding time.
Yeah, so yeah, we'd love to do it, but it's got to be worked out well in advance, probably. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed that. And don't forget, if you do like our videos, hit the subscribe button down there. Give it a little thumbs up if you're interested, shall?
Ring that bell too.
Ring the old notification bell,
And
yeah.
share it. And subscribe. Tell your friends and families.
Have a little binge watch. Have a little go to a playlist. Go to our channel page and have a little binge watch. And also, hope you join us on our holiday to Gran Canaria, which is coming up.
I'll be joining you.
I should bleaking hope so too, Sharon. So you're all welcome. They're going to be on the plane and everything, Sharon.
Free ride.
Free ride, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, folks. Keep cheek tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. And until then,
bye bye.
bye for now.